Hey, thanks for coming to 1500ESPN.com. I'm Derek Wetmore. I'm going to share with you my 5 thoughts from Sunday's Twins-Yankees game. It was a 7-2 win for the Yankees and series win for the Yankees after the Twins took Friday night's game 10-1. Let's get started here. 5 thoughts. Thought number 1, Kyle Gibson pitched fine through 5 innings. It was the 6th inning in which he ran into trouble. Made Gibson's stat line look from respectable to fairly lousy. He gave up 6 earned runs, and it's all from that 6th inning. He did give up a 5th inning solo home run, but really the trouble came in the 6th there. I'll tell you what I mean. Brett Gardner led off with a single. Gibson said left the pitch too far in the middle of the plate. Then Gibson walked the next 2 hitters on 9 total pitches. A 4-pitch walk and then 3-0. Got a strike, ball 4. It was a bad sequence for Gibson, and that really kind of turned his evening around. Like I mentioned, by the end of it, he had given up 6 earned runs after Ryan O'Rourke came in and failed to clean up Gibson's mess. Thought number 2, O'Rourke gave up a home run, and that was actually fairly surprising. The fact that it was a left-handed batter going deep against Ryan O'Rourke, something you do not see very often. In fact, I was looking up his minor league splits. Ryan O'Rourke faced 381 left-handed hitters in the minor leagues, 4 total home runs. Kind of an amazing split for the Twins lefty specialist, who went more than 1 hitter today just out of necessity given the score. But O'Rourke was pretty much dominant against left-handed hitters in the minor leagues. He struck out 40% of those left-handed batters in his entire minor league career. Now he's up with the Twins trying to do something similar. Didn't get the job done on Sunday. Thought number 3, the Twins scored their first run of the game based on, and in part because of an aggressive play on the bases from Aaron Hicks, and what I thought was a pretty good read. Hicks, who was batting at the bottom of the lineup against hard-throwing righty Nathan Eovaldi, reached base and then was standing on first as Brian Dozier came to the plate. And when Dozier came up it was the 3rd inning, and Dozier rolls a single through the second base hole to up the middle into center field. Anyways, the ball was hit well enough to get through the infield, but fairly slowly in that Jacoby Ellsbury, the Yankee center fielder, was going to have a difficult time coming up and making the throw to third base. Hicks read that, rounded it aggressively at second base, and went first to third. Well, Ellsbury made a bit of a mistake, in my opinion, threw to third base to try to get Hicks too late. Dozier, seeing that the throw had come through, also took second base. Okay, that sounds trivial, I'll admit, but it turned out to be a big read by not only Hicks but also Dozier, in that Torrey Hunter followed with a ground ball to third base. With the infield plan halfway, that could have been a 5-4-3 double play. Instead, because the double play was taken out by Dozier advancing to second, Hicks's run scores from third base. Torrey Hunter gets thrown out at first, but he's credited with an RBI, fielder's choice. Obviously, it didn't matter in the grand scheme of things for the game, but I watched for little things like that to see who's good at running the bases, who's good at taking those extra 90 feet, and both Hicks and Dozier, I felt, made a good read in the 3rd inning on Sunday. Thought number 4, the Twins are scoring a lot of their runs right now based on the home run. In fact, I looked this up. Since the All-Star break, they've scored 19 of their 30 runs on via the long ball, on home runs. And while that sounds good, it's a good thing that the Twins have some power. Those spells can also tend to dry up, as Paul Molitor mentioned before the game. He said he doesn't want that to become the identity of the Twins. He still wants them to be able to do other things, like take these extra bases, like I was mentioning, string hits together, field well, pitch well. Home run identity, not something that Paul Molitor has carved out for the Twins. I wrote more about that on 1500ESPN.com. You can check that out if you'd like. Thought number 5, Eovaldi was great. 8 innings plus a batter. He limited the Twins to just 2 earned runs. And, in fact, the second one came after Miguel Sano doubled in the 9th inning and then was later driven in against the Yankees reliever. Wilson, I think, gave up the back-to-back singles, if I remember correctly. In any case, Eovaldi basically took the Twins out of that game. He gave up 2 runs across 8 innings, and with the barrage in the 6th inning against Kyle Gibson, that was more than enough for the Yankees to win the game and to win the series. That'll do it for this 5 Thoughts video. Go over to 1500ESPN.com, though, and check out my 5 Thoughts column. I got all this stuff plus some more Twins analysis on the Sports Wire there. And also Phil Mackey and I are recording another episode of the Touch 'Em All podcast tonight. You can find that on iTunes. Go to iTunes and in the store, check out podcasts, Touch 'Em All, subscribe to that, listen to our latest episode, leave us a review, tell your friends. We appreciate you spreading the word. I've got to wrap this video up from Target Field. I'm Derek Wetmore. Until next time, thanks for watching.